Hi, I'm Ruffo Ibarra. I'm chef of Oryx Restaurante in Tijuana, Mexico. And I am very, very happy to be with you guys for the 65th anniversary of Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, or 65 Roses as kids would say. I'm very happy because the Grand Chef Throwdown obviously was canceled because we can't have big events and big crowds. We have to be very, very conscious and careful. But I'm very thankful that we got to help in a way. So what we're doing now is a 5-week chef throwdown. It's like a tasting menu through 5 weeks, every Monday, starting today. It's gonna be a different course. I'm gonna start with the amuse-bouche. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the first recipe, and then the next week, next Monday, we have Chef James Montejano doing the next one, and then it's like that for 5 weeks until October 1st, when the gala, virtual gala event is gonna go down. So I'm very happy, I'm very excited to get this started, and if we're getting started, we're gonna start with our piña or pineapple aguachile. So pineapple, because cystic fibrosis patients need anti-inflammatories, and pineapple actually works with that. So we're gonna work with pineapple and a little bit of ginger, which will help a lot. So let's get started. And we are working on a recipe of a 5-week chef showdown, I guess, even though we're not competing at each other directly. I'm sure our egos will work themselves into this whole thing. Everything is for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, which I'm glad that we can contribute in any way possible. This recipe is inspired on one of the ingredients that they actually need as an anti-inflammatory, which is pineapple. So we're gonna do a pineapple recipe. It's charred pineapple. We're gonna make an aguachile. An aguachile is basically water, agua, and chile. It's a sauce, and it's gonna have. It looks like a lot, but it's not. Trust me. This is garnish. This is garnish. The aguachile has garlic, onion, ginger, which is another anti-inflammatory ingredient that I switched for this recipe specifically. Celery, red onion, pineapple. This charred pineapple will change your mind. So we already prepped this. Let me show you. We already prepped this pineapple. It's super charred. It's not lightly caramelized. It's burnt. And that makes the entire difference with a little bit of oil and salt. So it's kind of savory, but juicy and umami because of the char. You'll love this. We're gonna start with the sauce, the aguachile, which is the base of all this. And it's super easy. I wanted to make this recipe as easy as possible for you guys to actually make at home. Okay, so this is the equipment that we're gonna use. It's a blender, that's it. We use, well, I mean, maybe a pan to char your pineapple. That's it, simple. So pineapple goes into the blender, cucumber goes into the blender. Cucumber always goes into the blender first, or the first stages, because it has a lot of water content, and that way all the water comes out and it helps blend everything else. If you have it on top, you have all of your dry ingredients in the bottom, it'll just go in and nothing happens, right? So make sure you have your cucumber at the bottom. Cilantro, this is cilantro that we put into boiling water for 10 seconds, took it out, then ice water. So it's nice, bright, and green. It'll change the color of this dramatically. It's gonna be like neon green. I hope so, because this is filming. If it comes out brown, then it's brown, I want you to. Okay, so a little bit of cilantro. Just make it nice and green. We'll use all of it. And the stems you normally toss, they have a lot of water and juice and flavor. So we kind of chopped it up to help the blender, and we're gonna strain it afterwards so we get all the fibers out. So a little bit of cilantro, that's our cilantro that was blanched. Ginger, just a little piece of ginger, not too much. Garlic. Garlic's good for everything. I love garlic. If you really like garlic, you can put a couple of cloves there. There's celery, just a little vegetable note to it. This is some of the charred pineapple that I was tasting. And I always put a couple of extra, maybe 3 pieces, because it just makes it extra tasty. Okay. And then aguachile without chile, it's not aguachile, it's just water, or with vegetables. Chile, these are serranos. If you don't like spice, you can get a jalapeno and take the seeds and take the veins out. I wanna keep sweating with the seed, and it's just how I was born, raised. A lot of spice in my house, so, and big attitudes too. So the jalapeno, the serrano goes in there, and a little bit of salt, and a couple of ice cubes. Hopefully, why ice cubes? Because we want this cold. This recipe is supposed to be cold. So I'm just gonna do like 3 of them right now. I don't want to dilute this. The lemon juice for this recipe, I'll use at the final stage of the recipe. Because otherwise, the acid's gonna start cooking all your greens, and the color will change. And I'm not a big fan of that. I love like pop color, right? So we'll turn this on. Try it and see how this is going. I had some spoons. I left them over there, which is fine. I'll just do something else. This is for me, so don't feel bad. It's spicy. That ginger comes out, so it's nice and bright. Oh, it's really nice. It's a little bit spicier, so a little bit more salt. I know it's still lacking the lime juice, the lemon juice. Actually, this is a mixture of lemon juice and lime juice. Sometimes we follow recipes and we don't think about the stages of the year or season. And the thing is, sometimes limes will be super sour, sometimes they'll be maybe a little bit dry. Lemons will be extra sweet. So try to balance lemons and lime to where you want it. It's for you. It's not for 100 people in a restaurant. It's for you guys. So just mix and match and take it to where you like it. I'm going to use a little bit more ice. It'll help me dilute it a little bit more. It's not bad. I like that texture. It's kind of like creamy, and I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil there. So I just need a little bit less thick, or a little bit more thin. Emulsified, which normally you don't see in aguachile. Aguachile is super light. It's just lemon juice. I like balance in my food. And color, flavor. I'm happy with this. All right. So I have my lemon juice here, and I'm gonna mix it. Put this here, and I do need a spoon. Couple of spoons. So I'm going to mix this in here, all right? Just a little bit of the juice. That's like half. gonna try it that way. Let's see how that works. Remember, when we're working with a blender, the motor heats up, so try not to overwork something that's supposed to be fresh, because it'll warm up and the color will change, the texture, the flavors. You're cooking basically, but we don't notice it. We don't think about those things. So this should be a lot better. You have spoons here. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you. That's nice. A little more. That should be enough. And that is done. Super simple, easy. We just blend it. Let's get these things out of the way. I'm gonna need a knife. I left my knife there too. Let's put the chef in the prep. I was giving my team a hard time because of mise en place. And look at me. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice this beautiful piece of pineapple like as if it was fish. Imagine you seared tuna or salmon, and look at those sides. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna slice it. And it's gonna be, I wanted one from the kitchen, but I guess this will work. No, I'll make it work, no worries. There we go. So it's like a tataki, or a nice, yeah, like a tataki or a tiradito, but of pineapple instead of having seafood or fish. Normally you'll have shrimp with your aguachile. In this case, it will be pineapple. That should be enough. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna grab this bowl and I'm gonna strain a little bit of the sauce right into my bowl. Should be enough. It's a starter. That is a dirty spoon. Okay. So a little bit of the sauce. It's nice and creamy. It's beautiful. I just don't want, that cilantro, the fibers. I don't want that texture in it. I don't want it chewy by any means. So I want it nice and smooth, and clean and velvety. It should be enough. Okay, so we have our sauce. We have our tataki, pineapple, charred, beautiful pineapple. That goes in. It's swimming in that beautiful sauce. Now, extra spice, red onion, purple onion, cebolla morada. It's not just because it's colorful, but it has a nice bite to it. It's a little spicy. It has a lot of flavor, and it'll cut down on that pineapple sweetness. So this is why this is here. And this is cilantro. So this cilantro you can put in your mic in the microwave oven, and it just dehydrates. So maybe 3 minutes, just every 30 seconds, kind of move it around as it dehydrates. You get these flaky leaves, which are beautiful. And I'm gonna put these, I don't need tweezers for this. I'll just get a little bunch. So you see some texture, some height. If these weren't dehydrated, they have a lot of flavor, but they'd be really heavy with the water content. Okay, you have tostadas. You can do tostadas. No, it's gonna fall. I'll put it on the side. Okay, let's make it beautiful. A little salt, and that is your starter. I know the next course is Chef Montejano. Nobody knows this. I don't think even he remembers this, but I used to work for Montejano, for James Montejano, Chef James, for a couple restaurants in San Diego a long time ago. But Chef, I don't want to say this, but student normally exceeds the success of the teacher, of the master. Hopefully, this is the case. So James, let's see how you do.